पार्वती मंगलम भक्तवत्सल।
Sitaram devotees. Sitaram devotees. Right. On behalf of the Felicity Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee, I would like to warmly welcome each and everyone to our third night of our Ganesh Utsav celebration and Yajna. I would like to welcome our VSG for tonight's proceedings, Pundit Ajay, a dynamic young Ajay Rambally, also in our midst, Brahmachari Devrat from the Trinidad Shivash Ashram, Sangha from Nolan Street, Felicity. He's a resident monk, welcome. And also Pandit Kashinath Maharaj from Balmain, Hoover. Also our very own Mr. Pandit Ganesh Rambally, no stranger to this community, and his group, his wife also. So before I hand you over to Panditji, I have some in-house announcement. If you need to use the washroom, it's on my right, your left, straight down the walkway to the clubhouse. If you need something to drink, it's right across to your left also. So I'll hand you over to Pandit Ajay Rambally, and I'll speak to you all a little later. Sitaram.
प्रेम से गजानन स्वामी की आशक्ति जगदम्बा देवी माता की जय, श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय, श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। My devotees, अब लोग राव जाएं, let us all stand for Pancham. Hare Om Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Dhanti Prachodayat. Om Tatpurushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Yani Gani Javani Janma Tara Guranacha Tani Tani Ganeshati Guranakshavam Tere Dhare. Arati Gaja Varana Vinayaki Surmani Pujita Gananayaki. As we clap, as we sing, as we glorify Ganesh Baba. Arati Gajavarana Vinayaki Surmani Pujita Gananayaki. Arati Gajavarana Vinayaki Surmani Pujita Gananayaki. Arati Gajavarana Vinayaki Surmani Pujita Gananayaki. Arati Gajavarana Arati Loudly and proudly, with love and devotion, Prem Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki. Beautiful. Please take your seats, my dear friends. So firstly, allow me to take this opportunity and put my hands together to all our Pandits, Pandit Atmaji, Pandit Kemraji, our Brahmachari, and of course Panditji right in front of me here. I put my hands together to the members of my group, the Dhruva Shakti Kirtan Mandali, and I put my hands together to you, the beautiful devotees from near and far. And with my love and devotion, I say to each and every one of you, Sabko Sitaram. Very good. Let me hear it one more time. Sabko Sitaram. Beautiful. And a most cordial welcome to each and every one of you tonight. My dear devotees, our Katha tonight is very, very simple, very, very beautiful for each and every one of you to understand, especially all the young ones I'm seeing. And our Katha tonight speaks about one word, just one. And that word is called Matsara. What does Matsara mean? What does Matsara represent? I'll tell you a little later. But first, right where you're sitting, I ask you to put your hands together. Close your beautiful eyes and bow your heads. And as your eyes are closed and your heads are bowed, I ask you to meditate upon that divine form of the Devis and the Devtas. And while you meditate upon them, I ask you to focus upon the sound of my voice. Patram pushpam phalam tuyam yo me bhaktya prachate taraham bhaktya ubharitam asnami prayatatmanaha. It is said, if we offer a leaf, a flower, a fruit, drop of water with love and devotion, Bhagwan will accept it. Tonight, I ask you to offer your love to Ganesh Baba. Offer your devotion to Ganesh Baba. Because we will never get that chance again. Life is so short. The day we are here, tomorrow we may be gone. Therefore, every moment we have, devote it to Bhagwan. Every moment we have, love. Every moment we have, laugh, smile, and live. As your eyes are closed, look back at the little things you've achieved in life thus far and thank Bhagwan. Look forward, trust Bhagwan. Look around you, serve Bhagwan. Look within you and find Bhagwan. As we pray with love and devotion. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakare Shusarvada Saraswati Namastuvyam Vareka Marubhari Vidyaramham Karishyami Sirhe Bhava Jume Sarai Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurudeva Maheshwara Gurura Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sirhi Burhi Brareve Bhakti Mukti Pradayane Mantra Murati Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Sarva Mangala Mangalaya Shive Sarvata Sarvike Sharanye Trayambake Gaure Narayani Namostute Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha 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 Prem se bola Ganesh Bhagwan ki beautiful. So my dear devotees, I want to ask you a very simple question. How many of you right here, right now, can say you completely, totally, 100% love Ganesh Baba? Raise your hand. Wow, beautiful. If you truly love Ganesh Baba, you truly adore Ganesh Baba, I want you to chant the name of Ganesh Baba with me. No music, just you and I with your love and your devotion. Together. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. By yourself. Ganesha beautiful, very good again. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. By yourself. Ganesha beautiful, very good. All the beautiful devotees on this side with your love and your devotion. Bolo Ganesha Sharanam beautiful, very good. All the devotees on this side. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam beautiful, together as one family. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam beautiful, one more time. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam beautiful. Now out of clap with me as we create that vibration, that power, that energy. Together. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha, beautiful, follow. Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Loudly and proudly, Prem Small Ganesh Bhagwan Ki. Beautiful. So my dear devotees, our Katha tonight, it speaks about that one word called Matsara. What does Matsara mean? What does Matsara represent? Anybody know? Matsara, my dear devotees, it means jealousy. So finish the sentence for me, okay? Matsara means jealousy. What is jealousy? Be very attentive. Jealousy is one of the most negative, most toxic feelings that can exist in today's world. Jealousy is a virus. Jealousy is a disease that is slowly growing within people of today. Every footstep we take, we'll meet someone who is jealous, someone who is envious. Every time we climb that ladder of success, we'll meet people who are envious, who are jealous. Every time we accomplish something great, we'll meet people who are envious and people who are jealous. Jealousy is something that can destroy oneself. Jealousy is something that can destroy happiness. Jealousy can destroy joy. Jealousy can destroy peace. Jealousy can destroy faith. Jealousy can destroy unity. Jealousy can destroy a friendship. Jealousy can destroy a relationship. Jealousy can destroy a family. And I tell you something tonight, my dear devotees. When someone is jealous of you, don't hate them. When someone is jealous of you, don't hate them. Just smile. Just smile. You know why? Because when someone is jealous, more times than not, that person desires what you have. When someone is jealous, more times than not, that person wishes to be you. And in today's world, we cannot run from jealousy. We cannot hide from jealousy. And I'll break it down very simple for all the little children to understand. In this beautiful forest, there was a crow. And this crow, he believed that he was the happiest bird alive. This crow was very satisfied with himself. He was never jealous of anyone or anything. He was very, very happy and contented with who he was. And one day, this crow flying through that forest, and by a lake, he saw a beautiful white swan. And when this crow saw that swan, he stopped and he started to admire and adore this swan. He said, wow, all these years I thought I was the happiest bird to live. And now I'm seeing this swan that is so beautiful and so white in color. I wish I was beautiful as that swan. I wish I was white in color like that swan. So the crow goes up to the swan and he said, my friend, all this time I thought I was the happiest. But seeing how beautiful you are and seeing your color, I am jealous of you. I wish I was you. So the swan, he looked at the bird, the crow, and he said, my friend, you wish you were me? The crow said, yes. The swan said, well, I wish I was a parrot. So the crow said, you wish you were a parrot? Why? So the swan said, my friend, I am just one color, and that is white. But the parrot has two colors, two very beautiful colors. So the crow went to look for the parrot, and he saw this parrot very, very beautiful with two colors. And the crow went up to him and he said, my friend, all this time I thought I was the happiest bird. And then I saw you, and that I saw that you have two colors, and I became very jealous of you. I wish I was as beautiful and as colorful as you. I wish I was you. The parrot, he looked at the crow and he said, you wish you were me? The crow said, yes. The parrot said, well, I wish I was a peacock. So the crow said, you wish you were a peacock? The parrot said, yes. He said, my friend, in the zoo, there's a peacock. The peacock is filled with many, many colors, and it looks very elegant, very brilliant. People from far and near journey to the zoo to admire the beauty of this peacock. I wish I was that peacock. So, the crow decided to go and see this peacock with his own eyes. He journeyed to the zoo and he saw dozens of people admiring this peacock. And he said, wow, I wish I had people to admire me like that. I wish I was as beautiful as that peacock. When everyone left, he went to the peacock and said, my friend, all this time I thought I was the happiest bird. And then I saw you. You are so beautiful. You are filled with so much colors. People from far and near admire you. I am so jealous and envious of what you have. I wish I was you. The peacock looked at the crow and he said, my friend, I never under any circumstances wish you were me. The crow said, why? You are so beautiful. The peacock said, yes, I am beautiful, but I am not the happiest bird in the world. You envy me, but I envy you. You know why? I may be beautiful. People from far and near may admire me, but I am trapped in a cage, whereas you are free to fly wherever you want to go. Therefore, Mr. Crow, I am just trapped in here, but you are free to fly anywhere. Count your blessings before you look at mine. Appreciate who you are before you wish you were someone else. And these are the words of that peacock. In today's world, my dear devotees, many of times we wish we were someone else. We wish we had this, we wish we had that. When we fail to realize that we are very unique, we are very beautiful, we are very special. Many of times we look at what other people have and desire it. And I tell you something tonight, never desire, only admire. For what you desire may not be what you require. And this is what the peacock is explaining to that crow. Appreciate who you are. Remove that jealousy and appreciate who you are. And tonight, my dear devotees, we look at a very beautiful katha about a Rakshas, a demon, who was filled with jealousy, who was filled with envy. And we listen to how Ganesh Baba played a role in destroying that envy and that jealousy. As we enter our beautiful scriptures, we glorify Ganesh Baba. Namo Namah Shri Sirahivina Namo Namah Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah Ganapati Baba Modiya. Devotees, with your love, chant with me, bolo. Om Gam Ganapataye Vinayaka Ganapati Om Ganapataye Ganapati Baba. By yourself. Om Ganapati Shri Sirahivina Ganapati Baba Modiya. Om Ganapataye Namo Namah. Beautiful. Om Ganapataye Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah Ganapati Baba Modiya. Shri Ganapati Baba Modiya. Shri Ganapati Baba Modiya. Prem Sol Ganesh Bhagwan ki. Beautiful. It is said, my dear devotees, that Bhagwan Shri Indra, even though he was very powerful, even though he was very brilliant, very much educated, filled with strength, filled with bravery, filled with courage, it is said sometimes jealousy would creep into his mind. Sometimes he would sit on that throne and he would look at all the other devatas and their powers, and he would become jealous of their powers. He would look at their strength and become jealous of their strength. He would look at all the devotees that are doing puja and havan to them and become jealous of that. And it is said that one day, Indradev sitting on his throne, his mind started to stray. And as his mind started to stray, my dear devotees, thoughts, very negative thoughts, filled with jealousy and filled with envy, started to enter into his mind. As those jealous and envious thoughts entered the mind of Indradev, it is said a Rakshas emerged from his mind. A demon emerged from his negative, jealous-filled, envious thoughts. This demon, his name was Matsarasura. Matsara means jealousy. Asura means demon or Rakshas. Matsarasura, the Rakshas of jealousy, the demon of jealousy. And as this Rakshas was born, as this Rakshas was created and emerged from the mind of Indradev, my dear devotees, he started to look around the heavens, and he started to see the devatas, and he started to see their strength and their power. And immediately he became very jealous of their power. He started to wish that he had what they had. He started to wish that he had the strength that they possessed. He had the weapons that they possessed. It is said he left the heavenly region and he went to earth. When Matsarasura went on earth, He saw Brahmins, Rishis, Sadhus, Munis, Pundits, sages and devotees doing worship to Bhagwan. He immediately got jealous of this puja and he wished that these devotees would worship him. He wanted that worship, that love and that devotion to come to him. He became very jealous of that. It is said he went down to Patal, the nether region, where it is filled with Rakshasas. And as he arrived down there, he's looking at all the demons and all their powers, all their strengths. And immediately he starts to crave what they have. He starts to desire their power, desire their strength, desire their bravery, desire their courage. And now he wanted to have exactly what they had. He wanted to be filled with power. He wanted to be filled with strength. And he said, if I can get the power that these demons have, if I can get the strength and the bravery that everyone possesses, I will be the most powerful. I will command everyone, and I will use my power to conquer. I will use my power to rule. I will use my power to create harm and chaos. Now, let us pause here and let us understand something. Matsarasura, filled with jealousy, he's seeing the power, the strength that all the demons have, and now he wants that strength. Now he wants that power. Why does Matsarasura want that power? Even though he's jealous, why does he want that power? Why does he want to possess and rule over everyone? Why? Why is getting power so important for him? Why doesn't he just go and rule as is? Why must he have that power in order to rule? Because with power, my dear devotees, there comes many benefits. When a person has power, it is said one of the key things they gain is respect. One of the key things a person with power gains is respect. A powerful person, people may not like him, but if he says to do something out of fear of his power, they will respect his wishes. For example, those of you who go to work, you may not like your boss, you may not have the best relationship with your boss, and if your boss says pick up that pencil on the ground, you may not want to pick up that pencil, but you know if you do not pick that pencil up, your boss has the power to fire you. So you will respect his orders, you will respect his command, and you will pick that pencil up. Power will bring you respect. And this is what Matsarasura wants. In order to rule, he wants that power. And when he gets that power, he will command that respect. No one will contest him. No one will fight against him. No one will try to bring him down. He will be able to rule over everyone. And in today's world, my dear devotees, many of times, people respect the power, not the individual. You might respect the power of your boss, you may not respect your boss. And that is the world we live in today. People may respect you for what you are and the power you have and what you can do for them, the benefits that can gain from you. Many of times they don't respect you for who you are. And I'll break it down simple. This police officer, very high ranking, one of the highest ranking officers, he was called to give a lecture. And when he was called to give this lecture, the people who organized the event, they booked his ticket. They flew him to the venue. When he arrived at that airport, people was waiting for him. They had a sign with his name on it. They escorted him to the car. They drove him to the hotel. They checked him in. They took his bags up to his room. In the morning when he woke up, they gave him breakfast in bed. When he ate his breakfast, they guided him downstairs. They carried him to the car and they drove him to the event. When he arrived at the event, they opened the door. They escorted him backstage and they put him to sit on a beautiful couch. When they put him to sit on that couch, he saw a young man. He said, "Son, can I please have a cup of coffee?" The young man said, "Sure." He took a ceramic cup and he made coffee for this officer. The officer drank his coffee on a ceramic cup, sitting on a couch. 1 year later, that same officer resigned. He didn't have the power that he had 1 year ago. And this time, they called him to the event again, but not to speak, to sit on the head table. So he accepted the invitation, but this time they told him he has to find his own self there. They didn't buy the ticket for him. He bought his own ticket. When he arrived at the airport, there was no one waiting with a sign and his name. He had to find his own way, hire his own taxi, take himself to the hotel, check himself in. In the morning, he had to make his own breakfast. He had to hire his own vehicle and drive himself to that event. When he arrived at the event, there was no one to take him backstage. He had to search all by himself until he came to the same room he was in 1 year ago. When he arrived at that room, that couch that he sat on last year was now reserved for the new guest. They put him to sit on a chair next to the couch. And when he saw the young man from last year, he said, "Son, can I please have a cup of coffee?" The young man gave him a styrofoam cup and he said, "Look, the coffee maker there. Go and make the coffee yourself." 1 year. 1 year ago, he was filled with that power, filled with that rank. He got his coffee in a ceramic cup. 1 year later, he resigned. He doesn't have the power that he once had. And now he has to drink his coffee in a styrofoam cup that he has to make himself. And that is the world we live in today. The doctor that is in front of your name, many of times people respect that. They don't respect what comes after that. The status, the degree that you have before your name, people admire that. People respect that. They respect that power, not what comes after. And that is the world we live in today. Matsarasura, he wanted them to respect him. Therefore, he wanted that power. Because he knew with power, they couldn't tell him anything. He knew with power, they couldn't contest him. They couldn't stand up to him. And even if they tried, he would be strong enough to defeat them. And this was the mindset of Matsarasura. So, he goes to Shukracharya. And he says, "Oh Gurudev, I want you to bless me to rule over Patal. Make me the ruler of all the demons here. Give me that strength. Remove that fearlessness. Give me that bravery and that courage so that I can command the respect of everyone here." Shukracharya said, "Oh Matsarasura, I cannot grant you that power. In order for you to have that power, go and pray to Bhagwan Shivji. And if you pray to Bhagwan Shivji with love, and you pray to Bhagwan Shivji with devotion, he will grant you that boon of fearlessness. He will grant you that power that you seek to rule. And once you have that power, you will be able to command the respect that you so wish for." With those words, my dear devotees, Matsarasura, he goes and he starts to pray to Bhagwan Shivji. It is said he dedicated his mind to Bhagwan Shivji. He dedicated his thoughts to Bhagwan Shivji. He dedicated his words to Bhagwan Shivji. He dedicated his offerings to Bhagwan Shivji. In Gita it says, "Yat karoshi yarashnashi yat jahoshi darasa yat tapasya kaunteya tat purishvamara arpanam." Whatever you eat, whatever you do, whatever gifts you give, whatever you offer into the fire, do it as an offering unto Bhagwan, and he will truly accept it. So Matsarasura, he went and he started to offer everything to Bhagwan Shivji. As we clap, as we sing, as we listen to what takes place. Shambhu Mahadeva Shiva, Shambhu Mahadeva. He started to pray to Bhagwan Shivji. He said, "Om Namo Hiranya Bahave Hiranya Varna Hiranya Rupa Hiranya Pate Ambika Pate Umapate Pashupate Namo Namaha." As we clap, as we sing. Shambhu Mahadeva Shiva, Shambhu Mahadeva, 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 Shambhu Mahadeva Trishuladhara, Trishuladhara, Gauri Mahashankara, Shiva, Gauri Mahashankara, Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva, Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva, Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara, Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara, Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara, Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara, Gauri Mahashankara, Shiva, Gauri Mahashankara, Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva, Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva. My dear devotees, Matsarasura dedicating his mind, dedicating his love and his devotion to Bhagwan Shivji. It is said he started to pray. Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months, months turned to years, my dear devotees. And Matsarasura prayed to Bhagwan Shivji. It is said as time started to go, Matsarasura didn't see Bhagwan Shivji coming. He started to become a little restless. He started to become a little irritated and agitated. He starts to wonder, why isn't Bhagwan Shivji answering my prayers? Why isn't Bhagwan Shivji coming to grant me this boon? Why isn't Bhagwan Shivji here as yet? Matsarasura, he realized, in such a situation, he shouldn't give up, but he should intensify that devotion. In today's world, my dear devotees, so many of times when we pray and we don't get what we want, so many of times when we wish for something and we do not get it, many of times we quit, many of times we give up, where in reality we should intensify that devotion. And this is what Matsarasura is about to do. He said Bhagwan Shivji will come. He will never forsake his devotees. He would never leave his devotees alone. He will come. Matsarasura devoted all his time, all his effort, all his energy to Bhagwan Shivji, and he intensified that devotion. He started to chant Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, as we clap, as we glorify, as we listen to what takes place. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Nagendravadaya, Trilochanaya, Vaskandharaya, Maheshwaraya, Nityaya Shuraya, Digambaraya, Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya, Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya, Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Mandakini Salila, Chandana Charchataya, Nandeshwara Brahmara, Nanda Maheshwaraya, Mandra Pushpa Bahu, Pushpa Supujataya, Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya, Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya, Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya, Om 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 Namah Shivaya. Om Nagendravadaya, Trilochanaya, Vaskandharaya, Maheshwaraya, Nityaya Shuraya, Digambaraya, Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya, Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya, Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Gauri Varnaravinda, Suryaya Daksha Dwaranaskaya, Shri Nilakantaya Vrishvarojaya, Tasmai Shikaraya Namah Shivaya, Tasmai Shikaraya Namah Shivaya, Tasmai Shikaraya Namah Shivaya, Om 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 Namah Shivaya. Trilochanaya, Vaskandharaya, Maheshwaraya, Nityaya Shuraya, Digambaraya, Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya, वशिष्ठ कुंभुरा भवा गौतामरे मुनीन्द्र देव चित्रशेखराय चंद्रक वैश्वानरालोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय ओम 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 नमः शिवाय नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रैलोचनाय तस्मै नारायणाय ईश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय यक्षस्वरूपाय जराराय पीनकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय ओम 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 नमः शिवाय नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रैलोचनाय तस्मै नारायणाय ईश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय प्रेम से बोलो शंकर भगवान की। Matsarasura intensified our devotion so much, my dear devotees, chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Bhagwan Shivji just said, so pleased with our devotion, he manifested before Matsarasura and he said, son, apne aankhe kholo, open your eyes. When Matsarasura opened his eyes and he saw Bhagwan Shivji, he was so overjoyed. He said, Bhagwan, if you are truly pleased with my devotion, I ask you to grant me a boon. Bhagwan Shivji said, son, your devotion was so powerful, so intense. Ask for whatever it is you desire, and I shall grant you. He said, oh Bhagwan, all I desire is for you to remove that fearlessness that fear from within me. Make me fearless, oh Bhagwan. Give me that strength, that power, that wisdom, that bravery, that courage to overcome and to defeat all of my enemies. That is all I wish for, Bhagwan Shivji. Make me fearless. Give me that power to destroy and overcome anyone. And with those words, my dear devotees, Bhagwan Shivji said, son, if this is your wish, then let us do. So shall it be. I promise from today onwards, you will be fearless. I promise from today onwards, you will have that bravery, that courage within you, that strength, that power within you to overcome and to rule. With those words, my dear devotees, Bhagwan Shivji, he went away. And Matsarasura, he decided, now that he's blessed with this power, now that he has this strength, this fearlessness, he would go and he would test this power out on the devotees on earth. He went back to earth, my dear devotees, where last time he felt so jealous of seeing everyone worshipping the Devtas. It is said this time when Matsarasura went on earth, he struck fear into the hearts of all the Brahmins, the Rishis, the Sadhus, the saints and the sages. It is said they became so frightened of Matsarasura that they started to offer their puja, they started to offer their prayers, their flowers, their havan to Matsarasura. They lived in fear because of the might, the power, the strength of Matsarasura. They had no choice but to respect him. They didn't want to, but they had no choice. For if they didn't respect him, just like you and your boss, how the boss could fire one of us, Matsarasura could have destroyed one of them. Matsarasura have the entire earth under his control. He decided to go down to Patal. He decided to form an army with all the demons there and to go and attack the heavenly regions. Matsarasura went down into Patal, filled with power, filled with strength, filled with courage. And just by seeing how brave and how courageous and his strength and the fearlessness that he possessed, the demons, they fell and they started to obey him. those who contested him, he destroyed. They formed an army, my dear devotees, and together they marched into the heavenly region to conquer that heavens, to rule that heavens, to cause war, to cause chaos, to cause pain, to cause suffering to all of the devtas. Together they marched onto that heavens, my dear devotees, and they went straight to Indradev. Matsarasura, he stood right where he emerged from Indradev, and it is said a battle began between Matsarasura and Indradev. Indradev was strong, but Matsarasura was stronger. Indradev was great, but Matsarasura was greater. Indradev was powerful, but Matsarasura was even more powerful. And all the weapons that Indradev threw, all the strength he used, it was no match for Matsarasura. Matsarasura, my dear devotees, he conquered Indradev, and Indradev was forced to leave the heavens. It is said that army of Matsarasura, they scattered throughout that heavens, and they started to strike fear into the hearts of the devtas. They started to cause chaos, they started to cause pain, they started to bring suffering and sadness wherever they journeyed, my dear devotees. It is said when Indradev realized that these demons, these Rakshasas from Patal, led by Matsarasura, was very powerful, more powerful than they were. It is said he went to Brahmadev and Bhagwan Shri Vishnu. And having gone to Brahmadev and Bhagwan Vishnu, he said, listen, right now the heavens is under attack. Right now Matsarasura is so filled with power, so filled with fearlessness, so filled with bravery and courage, that he is using that power to cause harm and cause chaos. It is said, O Brahma, it is said, O Vishnu, that all the devotees on earth are living in fear because of Matsarasura. It is said the entire Patal has respected Matsarasura and is listening to him and has formed an army, and now he wants to conquer us. I do not know what to do. I do not know who to turn to. Brahmadev, he looked at him and he said, Indradev, in such a time of difficulty, let us go to Bhagwan Shivji. It is Bhagwan Shivji who blessed Matsarasura with that boon of fearlessness, that boon of strength. It is Bhagwan Shivji who blessed Matsarasura with that power. It is said they went to Bhagwan Shivji, my dear devotees, and with all of their love, with all of their devotion, they started to pray. Bhagwan Shivji, he appeared before them, and when they saw him, they said, Bhagwan, earth is in fear. Patal is being ruled by Matsarasura, and now they have come to the heavens. It is said, Bhagwan Shivji, you gave Matsarasura that boon, you gave Matsarasura that power, and now he's using that power to cause harm. Now he's using that power to cause chaos. It is said Matsarasura was filled with so much jealousy that he wanted the strength of the devtas, he wanted the strength of the demons, and now you blessed him with that because of his jealousy that was overcoming him. Bhagwan Shivji, my dear devotees, he sat with Brahma, he sat with Vishnu, he sat with Indra and Varun and Yamraj, Vayu, and they started to wonder, they started to think how to defeat Matsarasura, what to do to overcome Matsarasura, what to do to destroy Matsarasura. However, my dear devotees, as they sat there trying to figure out what to do, it is said the army of Matsarasura arrived in Kailash. A battle between that army and the devtas began, but the devtas were no match for Matsarasura and his army. They were able to defeat the devtas, and they sent Bhagwan Shivji, Brahmadev, Bhagwan Vishnu and all the devtas running and hiding from Mount Kailash. Matsarasura, he now occupied majority of the heavens. He now ruled majority of the heavens. He now had power like never before. He now had might, strength, courage, bravery, respect like never before. It is said the devtas, they went to Dattatreya, a great yogi. It is said Dattatreya, he has the faces of Brahma, Vishnu and Shivji. In his hands he possesses the Kamandal, the Trishul, the Damaru, the Sudarshan Chakra and the Shank. And they said, oh great one, right now we are frightened. Right now we are scared. We do not know who to turn to in such time of difficulty. Right now we are facing obstacles. Right now we are facing problems. Right now we are facing difficulties. We do not know who to turn to. Dattatreya, he looked at them and he said, "Oh Devtas, there will come a point in time where we all have to face obstacles, where we all have to face challenges. However, in times of difficulty, in times of crisis, when obstacles upon obstacles are overtaking your life, when obstacles and challenges are blocking your pathway, meditate upon that divine form of Ganesh Baba. Put your love, put your faith, put your devotion at the feet of Ganesh Baba, and he will protect you." And devotees, in your life and in my life, no matter who we are, no matter the power that we have, the strength that we have, we will face obstacles, we will face problems, we will face challenges. And I'll break it down simple for you. A young man, his life was burdened by problems. Every day was a new obstacle, every day was a new challenge. And one day, he gave up. He said, "I do not know how to live anymore. I do not know how to overcome my difficulties. I do not know what to do." And it is said, in that village that he was living, a sage came on horses. And when that sage came, he went to his ashram, he put the horses in the back, and he had his puja, he had his worship. This devotee decided to go to the sage and ask the sage how to remove difficulties, how to overcome obstacles, how to get rid, how to solve his challenges. The sage said, "Son, come back tomorrow and I will give you your answer. Come back tomorrow and I will tell you how to deal with your obstacles. However, before you leave, all the horses in the back, I want you to get them to lie down. When you get them to lie down, go home and sleep and come back tomorrow morning." So the devotee, he said, "No problem." The sage went in his ashram, and this devotee, he went by the horses. And he tried to get these horses to lay down. It is said, minutes into hours. And all how he tried, it was very difficult to get these horses to lie down. The next morning when he woke up, when the sage woke up, he saw that this devotee was still fighting up to get these horses to lay down. He went to the sage and said, "Oh Gurudev, I tried my best, but I couldn't get these horses to lie down. Some of the horses, they lay down very easily. Some of the horses, I had to beg them and force them, and then they laid. And then some of the horses, all how I tried, they would not listen to me." The sage looked at him and he said, "Son, let me get this straight. Are you telling me that some of the horses, they sat and they lay with ease?" He said, "Yes." "Are you telling me that some of the horses, you had to be a little consistent and persistent with them?" He said, "Yes." "And are you telling me that some of the horses, all how you tried, they never listened to you? They sat when they wanted to sit?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Son, the horses represents the problems in life. The horses represent your problems and my problems. Some of the horses, they sat with ease. Some of your problems will be able to solve with ease. Some of the horses, the young man, he had to be a little persistent, a little consistent, and then he got them to sit. Some of the problems in your life and my life, we have to be persistent with it. We have to be consistent with it, and eventually we will solve it." And then he said, "Some of the horses, they never listened. They sat on their own timing." He said, "Son, some of the problems you will face in life, all how you try, you will not solve them quickly. Only with time, they will solve themselves. Only with time, they will resolve themselves." Same thing is in your life. Some of your problems, you will be able to overcome in one. Some of your problems, you will have to be consistent with it. And some of your problems, my dear devotees, only with time, it will heal. Only with time, you will overcome it. A problem that can be overcome today, if you get running out of gas, you can go by the gas station and fill your tank up. You can overcome that obstacle one time. An obstacle that may take a little effort, if you get a flat tire, you will have to stop and you will have to fix that flat. You will have to put a little effort Be a little persistent, and eventually you'll get your car to go again. That is the obstacle that will take a little energy from within you. And then the obstacle that will take time. If you fall out with someone, it might take years for you to resolve that relationship, but only with time that relationship will be resolved. And this is what he's explaining. And this is what Dattatreya is saying to Bhagwan. He's saying, listen, obstacles are part of life. We cannot run from it. Some obstacles we'll overcome in one. Some obstacles you have to be a little consistent. And some obstacles only with time they will be solved. He said, listen, meditate upon that divine form of Ganesh Baba. And with time, with energy, with effort, with a little bit of consistency, your devotion will reach Ganesh Baba, and Ganesh Baba will come. And I guarantee you that when Ganesh Baba comes, he will protect you. He will remove your obstacles. He will destroy the difficulties. Go and pray. Go and meditate. Go and chant his name. My dear devotees, listen. As the Devtas, they went with all their love, with all their devotion, they started to pray to Ganesh Baba. They said, oh Ganesh, today we sit with love. Today we sit with devotion. Today we sit with a pure mind. And we say that right now we need your help. Right now obstacles and challenges are blocking our pathway. Right now Matsarasura, a demon filled with jealousy, is now filled with power. And he's using that power to cause harm. He's using that power to cause chaos. He's using that power to cause war. He's using that power to bring sadness and pain and suffering. He's using that power to rule the earth. He's using that power to rule Patal. He's using that power to rule the heavens. O Ganesh Baba, we pray to you. Please come and please save us. As we are approaching the end of the night, listen to what takes place. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Hello, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Devotees, with your love and your devotion, pray for Ganesh Baba as we welcome him. Bolo? Everybody clap with me. Bolo! Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Ekadantaya Vakratunda, Ekadantaya Vakratunda, Ekadantaya Vakratunda, Ekadantaya Vakratunda. Gauri Ganayaya Devahi, Gauri Ganayaya Devahi. Bolo Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Ekadantaya Vakratunda, Ekadantaya Vakratunda, Ekadantaya Vakratunda, Ekadantaya Vakratunda. Gauri Ganayaya Devahi. Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. My dear devotees, the day devtas, they intensified that devotion so much. They started to pray like they have never prayed before. They have started to chant the name of Ganesh like they have never chanted it before. Their mind is focused on him. Their thoughts are focused on him. Their words are focused on him. And my dear devotees, with their love, with their devotion, as I said, they start to beg. They say, please, O Ganesh Baba, right now we need your help. Right now we need you to bless us. Right now we need you to destroy the jealousy of Matsarasura. Right now we need you to return love. Right now we need you to return that devotion. Oh Ganesh Baba, Matsarasura is strong, but you are stronger. Matsarasura is great, but you are greater. Matsarasura is powerful, but you are more powerful. As we clap, as we sing, as we glorify. Follow Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Ganesha, Vinayaka. Devotees, it is said that devotion became so intense, the devotion became so powerful, the devotion became so intensified, my dear devotees. It is said with all their love and all their devotion, they offer it to Ganesh Baba. They intensified that devotion so much. It is said, as they continued to chant that name of Ganesh Baba, a light emerged from the heavens. And as that light emerged, they heard the roar of a lion. The minute they heard that roar of a lion, it is said the earth started to tremble with fear. The demons started to shiver. Matsarasura, for the first time, he felt fear since he got that boon, my dear devotees. That roar of that lion, the devtas with tears in their eyes, they looked at that light, and from that light, my dear devotees, Ganesh Baba, he emerged, sitting on that lion. And as that lion emerged, the heavens, they burst open. The devtas, they started to shower flowers. The songs of musical instruments started to be played. As we clap, as we sing, as we glorify Ganesh Baba. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha, 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 Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. Loudly and proudly, praise for Ganesh Bhagwan ki. And Ganesh Baba emerged on a lion. And as that lion emerged from that light, as Ganesh Baba was seen sitting on that lion, the devtas with tears in their eyes, they started to speak to him. They started to say, Ganesh Baba, please help us. It is said Ganesh Baba on that form with that lion, he manifests not as Ganesh, but as Vakratunda. Vakratunda is the one with the curved tusk. It says when Vakratunda manifests, my dear devotees, he manifests filled with mercy. He doesn't manifest to destroy one time. He manifests with mercy. In other words, Vakratunda, he gives a second chance. It is said Vakratunda, the one with the curved tusk, he takes those on the unrighteous path and brings them to the path of righteousness. He takes those who are on the negative pathway and bring them to the positive pathway. He takes those who are living that toxic, negative life and bring them into a positive, beautiful life. This is Vakratunda, filled with mercy, takes unrighteousness and turns it into righteousness. He said, devtas, if your wish and your desire is to get rid of that jealousy of Matsarasura, I will go, and I promise you, I will remove that jealousy from him. I will remove that those obstacles in your pathway. And with those words, my dear devotees, Ganesh Baba Vakratunda, he formed an army and he went to the throne, to the kingdom of Matsarasura. It is said that lion, as he left from where those devtas were, he started to roar. When the army of Matsarasura heard the roar of this lion, it is said they became so frightened, they went to Matsarasura and said, "Oh great Matsarasura, oh demon, oh great king." It is said right now, Ganesh Baba has manifested on a lion. Usually the universal Mother Durga Ma sits on the lion. Today her son sits on that lion. It is said he's coming right now, right here, to put an end to all of us. He has a mighty army, O Matsarasura. We do not know if we can fight him. We do not know if we are strong enough to face him. We do not know what to do. Matsarasura told his army, "Go and attack Ganesh Baba. Go and attack that lion. Go and attack that army. We are more powerful than them. We are more powerful than they are. Go." The army of Matsarasura, they went to attack my dear devotees. And it is said, as they attacked, they fell to that floor. Even though they were strong, they were not as strong as the army of Vakratunda. It is said some of the army, some of the demons, seeing the power of Ganesh Baba, they fled the heavens and they returned to Patal. When Matsarasura heard that his army was being defeated, when he heard that some of the demons were running for their lives, he looked at his two sons and he said, "Children, go on that battlefield and fight with them and bring Ganesh Baba for me." It is said his two sons, filled with power, they went onto that battlefield, but they were destroyed by the army of Ganesh Baba. When Matsarasura heard that his army was destroyed, heard that his sons were destroyed, it is said he started to panic. It is said he realized that Ganesh Baba was more powerful than he had thought. He realized that he underestimated the brilliance, the might, the strength of Ganesh Baba Vakratunda. It is said he went to Shukracharya and he said, "Oh Gurudev, I do not know what to do. Ganesh Baba is riding that lion and he's on his way for me. They are saying to surrender to him. I do not know what to do." Shukracharya, he looked at Matsarasura and he said, "Son, if you fight with Vakratunda, you will not survive that war. If you surrender to Vakratunda, he will spare your life. He is filled with mercy. He is the one to take unrighteousness onto the path of righteousness. Go and give up your power. Go and give up your negative, jealous ways, envious ways, and surrender to Vakratunda Ganesh." Matsarasura went onto that battlefield and seeing Ganesh Baba sitting on that lion, Matsarasura trembled with fear. Ganesh Baba, he looked at him and he said, "Oh Matsarasura, if you begin to fight with me, I will destroy you. However, I give you a second chance. Surrender to me, give up your negative, toxic ways, and I will spare your life. Fight with me, and I will destroy you. Surrender yourself, and my mercy will be upon you." Matsarasura knew that even though he was strong, Ganesh Baba was stronger. Even though he knew he was great, Ganesh Baba was greater. Even though he knew he was powerful, Ganesh Baba was powerful. It says Matsarasura, that demon who was filled with so much jealousy, he surrendered to the feet of Vakratunda. He surrendered to the feet of Ganesh Baba, giving up that power, giving up that jealousy, giving up that envy that he possessed. And that is Vakratunda, my dear devotees. He is filled with mercy. He takes those on the negative pathway and bring them to the positive pathway. Matsarasura was living an unrighteous life, doing negative, toxic things. But Vakratunda gave him that chance to redeem himself. He gave him that chance to come on the path of good, the path of righteousness. That jealousy that he possessed was disappeared. That jealousy and that envy that he possessed was vanished by the might, the brilliance of Vakratunda. That fear that was into the hearts of the devtas who were so frightened at this obstacle, at this difficulty, Ganesh Baba removed that for them. And that is the power of Ganesh Baba. Ganesh Baba not only removes our obstacles, he not only removes our difficulties, helps us overcome our challenges, but he takes those on the unrighteous path and put them on the path of righteousness. And I pray that Ganesh Baba blesses each and every one of you. May Vakratunda keep you on that path of righteousness. I pray that He removes that Matsara, that jealousy, that envy that is within you. And I pray that you surrender and put your problems at the feet of Ganesh Baba. Prem se bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki! Prem se bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki! Prem se bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki! Beautiful. So at this point in time, my dear devotees, without further ado, I pass you to one member of my group, anyone, to sing a short, very, very short bhajan, and then we start for closing arati. So my dear devotees, before we start for arati, let me just take a couple of moments to say thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your schedules to be here and to join with us. I do hope that the little message that was said with jealousy and Matsarasura and having that power and Vakratunda on that lion, I hope you understand, I hope you learn, I hope you put something into practice. I want to say a very special thank you to Bhai Ganesh and this entire Ganesh committee, this Ganesh Utsav committee, for having that trust, having that faith, and having that belief, a little young boy like me, that I could do this. May Bhagwan bless you, and may you continue to grow and strive from strength to strength. To our Pandits, Pandit Atmaji, thank you Baba. To Pandit Kemraji, thank you. To Pandit Kashinath and to Brahmachariji, thank you so much. To the members of my group, may Bhagwan bless you. My dear devotees, at this time, let us all stand for Arati. Arati Gaj Varna Vinayaki Surmuni Pujita Gananayaki. As we clap, as we sing, as we give Ganesh Baba our all for the final time tonight. Arati Gaj Varna Vinayaki Surmuni Pujita Gananayaki. 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 Prem Solo Ganesh Bhagwan ki. Let us all put hands together. Close our beautiful eyes and bow our hands. As your eyes are closed and your hands are bowed, my dear devotees, I pray that Ganesh Baba Vakratunda takes us from the path of unrighteousness to righteousness. May he remove that jealousy from within us. May he bless us and guide us now and always. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Arkahinam Janardanam Yat Pujatam Maya Deva Paripuranam Karastame Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sage Prabhu Trivirata Parivarana He Vibhu Ajajaneshara Yadrava Pahemam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kurumevaram Pratidinam Kushalam Jaya Mangalam. Devotees, without a doubt, you have been one of the most beautiful, energetic audiences I've ever been a part of. May Bhagwan bless you, and I ask you for the final time tonight, chant closing prayer with me. Tvameva Mata प्रेम से बोलो गणेश भगवान की, शंकर भगवान की, उमापति महादेव की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की. And with every bit of power, with every bit of devotion, with every bit of energy, loudly and proudly, Ganapati Bappa, Ganapati Bappa, Ganapati Bappa. Sabko Sitaram. Please take your seats, my dear devotees, and I pass you over to Ganesh Bhaiya. Thank you, my dear devotees. May Bhagwan bless you.